Hey up, Kiddywinks. Yeah, it's been a while since my last video. Probably over 2 weeks now. To be honest, it's been a bit mad here. I've become an uncle. I've not become a dad, I've become an uncle for the first time, which has been mental. There are photos of me holding my niece for the first time on Facebook. You know, a permanent record of me looking absolutely terrified. Let's go. Which is, no, but it's brilliant, brilliant experience. But just mental. I mean, obviously there'll be plenty of people with kids out there, so they'll know. We've just had our bathrooms finished. They're all done. I did try and make this video 2 or 3 times while they were here, and it just wasn't happening. Just builders walking around outside, and they were Polish, so they were talking Polish, and I don't know. They're probably saying, "There's a crazy English guy talking to himself." So it's supposed to be Polish. Excuse me. But it's just bonkers. Although I wasn't actually trying to do a pickups video. I wasn't intending to do a pickups video first. I was trying to do my PS1. Sorry, it's just somebody going past the window. So I've just been nosy. I was trying to do a PS1 collection video, and hence all the PS1 games in the background. That was taking longer than I expected. And now we've had all these shenanigans of the last few days. Wanker! That wasn't rehearsed at all. So with this PS1 video, I intended to use this sort of attempt to try and get away with using music on it, and hence it would have been a bit dodgy on the copyright grounds. And so what I've done for one particular reason is I've set up another channel, and I'll try uploading my PS1 video to that one. Hopefully it's not longer than 15 minutes, because I've now got a copyright strike on this channel, so I don't want to breach any sort of more copyright grounds, you know, just in case. Oh, especially until the counterclaim, because it's just bollocks. It's all bollocks. The whole process is fucked. But especially until the counterclaim is done with, that might close my channel down anyway. I don't know how the process works. I'm not experienced in these sorts of things, and so I've got this other channel anyway, in case I need it. And there'll be people out there who know a bit more than I do, because we're all in it together. What a twat. So you're going to have to do a pickups video, or probably 2. I doubt this is going to be, seeing as I'm already 3 minutes, I doubt this is going to be this school going to be done in 12 minutes. This is probably a 30-minute jobber, because it's obviously been quite a long time since my last pickups video, over a month. And it's sort of continued on the post-Christmas sort of binge. Am I sitting too far away from? Sorry, I've got a new chair as well. It's not a new chair. It's just an old office chair you used to have upstairs. I thought I'd bring it down. It's easier for moving around. You can wheel around in it. Woo! And you can do this. Oh, come you bastard! I can sit up high. I can sit up low. Yeah, I'll sit low. You didn't need to see that. Excuse me. Right. So that's it. I've got this new channel. I will, if I need it. I won't be using it unless I need it. Obviously, I'll try uploading my PS1 collection video, just to test the waters, to see, you know, if I can get away with it, and if I need it, it's there for whatever other reason. So anyway, I'm going to move on to these pickups video. I've got a shed load, if I'm honest. Like I said, it's continuing the post-Christmas binge. I still think I'm sitting too far away from the camera. Excuse my hands. That better? Yeah. It's a whole mixture of stuff. Continuing on some of the 49p jobs. If I'm honest, most of it's been sitting around quite a while, and I can't remember what the chronological order. So I'm uploading it in sort of significance stroke format system, because there's a big mix of stuff. You know, some of it I'm really chuffed to have. A couple of minor things to start off with from 49p jobs, 2 Xbox games. I've got Mace Griffin Bounty Hunter. I always thought this was a Star Wars game, but it's not. And you could probably get in CX 50p anyway, so that's slightly pointless. But it looks like a really sort of not too bad first-person shooter, and I've been getting into back into first-person shooters. And Shaolin Monks, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, 49p. This is supposed to be pretty good, I think. Slightly RPG-ish Mortal Kombat, I think. Is it? With, you know, like stats and stuff. You pick, was it Liu Kang or Kung Lao? Here's me reading the back. So, and I've not got too many fighters on my Xbox. So. These are charity shop purchases for £1 each. And this is a bit of a no-brainer. A whole load of Game Boy games, you're probably able to tell. I mean, you can see by the colours what they are. Yeah. This is different. This is Conker's Pocket Tales. And I like Conker. I've got Conker on the Live and Reloaded on the Xbox. I thought I'd give this. This is not too bad, actually. It's not too bad. I'll just stick that there. And these are all from a charity shop. And these 3 beauties. Now, if I'm honest, Pokemon's not my bag really, but I have always said in the past that any sort of RPG I'll give a go, and I'm obviously not the target audience for this sort of thing. I feel a bit old playing it, but you know, I feel a bit stupid if I don't at least give it a go. And they were there, and I thought, why not? For £1, someone's obviously just traded them in all together, or donated them all together. And one thing that's been stopping me sort of trying these is it's in particular the Chim Pokemon episode of South Park. You know, I've got to buy it. No, yeah. And obviously it's all about how there's the sinister marketing that you get from things like Pokemon, and how it encourages kids to badger their parents. It sort of lures them in and hypnotises them almost, so they have to have things. And the way you get multiple versions of different games, I think these are. There's also a blue one, isn't there? So pretty much the same game, just different versions, and you're basically meant to collect them. And I'm suspicious, put it that way. And this one, I think the yellow one in particular, has got it's got a tagline, hasn't it? It says "Gotta catch 'em all." I mean, that's not particularly subtle, is it? It's not exactly subliminal messaging. Gotta catch 'em all, but it's just that's just all that I'm aware of all this sort of this Pokemon, these tactics they use to lure people in and get them hooked. It's almost like crack kids. Crack the kids. But I've got them now, and if they're not my bag, then I'll just give them to someone or sell them, which is a dirty word nowadays, isn't it? Because I know people don't like that. So Game Station, not in 49p. Time Stalkers on the Dreamcast. This is from the same place I got Capcom vs SNK. A while back. For some reason they're still doing their retro stuff, and they always, as long as I remember, they've always had a selection of Dreamcast games. From going back years, it's the same place where I saw JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Bangai-O. It's just, I don't really understand where they get all their Dreamcast games from. Every so often they'll have a good one. Usually it's just bog standard stuff. Well, I thought I took a punt on this, and I checked reviews afterwards, and it looks like a turkey. It does. It looks pretty good from the back, but I try not to look at the back, and I try not to let the back, you know, dictate whether I buy something or not. There's somebody at the door. Piss off. I'm just going to go and tell him to fuck off. I'll be back. I think I felt a bit sorry for him, actually. He did piss me off knocking on the door, disrupting me. disrupting the flow. I said, I just opened the door and went, sorry mate, I'm busy. And what? And I think he was Polish or something. And he sort of looked startled. Went, okay. I was a bit rude, but I don't know. Anyway, it was rude. It just pissed me off. Anyway, moving on. That was Time Stalkers. Yeah, it's supposed to be a bit of turkey, but it looks not too bad from the cover and the back. This is an interesting one. This was 49p in Game Station. Look at this big boy. It's F1 Race, and I've got it because I generally wouldn't have bought it if it didn't have this 4-player adapter in it. I think it's just quite weird and different and interesting. Not worth anything, because I have checked it out. Not worth anything. But it's nice to have. Case is a bit squishy. There you go, a little bit squishy. It's a little bit squishy on both sides. But it's not too bad. Not too bad. I can, anyway, I can give it to someone if I want, I'm trying to motor through these to keep it as quick as I can, because I know I'm going to have to split this video up. I'm no way I'm going to get it all done in 1.5 minutes, or 3.5 minutes. Yeah, as I said, this is all in genre order. So this next lot is PS2 games. First one I've seen a few people pick up recently. Freak Out. I've forgotten who the first person was I saw buy it. Second one was Casino, and now I've got it as well. And basically the selling point is that it looks absolutely bonkers, but also, as other people have pointed out, it's by Treasure. And people in the past have gone about collecting games from one particular developer, and I can get that. I can understand that. Maybe I can understand that more than other, things like full collections, because to me personally, I couldn't justify buying all the tripe just for completism. But developers, I understand slightly more, because obviously a developer has its sort of signature moves, doesn't he? Doesn't he? They, don't they? And Treasure would be the one, if I was ever going to do that sort of thing, Treasure would be the one I'd go for, because obviously there's a whole load of genres and a whole they span whole sort of various formats, don't they? And this one was £1. £1 for a Treasure game. It's not much of a gamble, really, is it? Even if it's a turkey, it looks. When I talk about bonkers, it looks genuinely. It's just insane. I use the word insane too much, but it does. These next two are quite nice finds, actually. The longest PS2 game name in existence: Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner Raidu Kuzunoa versus the Soulless Army, I think it's called. And they couldn't even fit it all on the side. That should say Shin Megami Tensei at the beginning, because it says it on there, on the front. But no, this was pretty much a no-brainer, even though it is a duplicate. Although it has got a home, it's already got someone someone's going to take it off my hands. Actually, no, I haven't actually asked them, but I intend to ask them if they want it. If they don't, then I suppose somebody else might lay claim to it. Anybody out there wants it, because it's a bit of a stinker to get your hands on. It's an RPG. It has random encounters, but the actual battles themselves are real time. And it's stylish. It's got the Shin Megami Tensei attention to style and detail. It's not too bad, actually. I do enjoy it. I like the artwork. But actually, that wasn't £2.99. That was £1.93, I think, because I had £1.06 on my raw card. So a bit grubby, needs cleaning up. And this one in a charity shop for £1.99. Look at this. Woohoo! A cardboard version of Ico. And then I've just picked one. Look, there you go, £1.99. I'll show you the price.